Welcome back to Darkscast 2078. This is Pickup Series number 4, Episode 9. Technically 10, but 0 was an experiment. This one's titled Strange Bedfellows. Amelia, a fixer for the Mox, has received a contact and a request for a meet at a location called Synthetic. She's under the impression, based on the way that this contact has been made, that this is a corporate contact, and the vibe is very much an Arasaka contact. With what's been going on in Watson of late, conflicts with the Tiger Claws, and also the unearthing of an Arasaka gun vault, it's definitely of her mind that she's playing this one a little bit safe. She isn't sure who she's going to meet with here, so she's going to bring in some folks. She's contacted a couple of individuals present here. We're going to go ahead and start with those individuals and just discuss what you've been doing since the last time we've seen you. I believe everybody here has not been on the Foundry yet, so this is the first time for everyone present. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We'll go ahead and start with Vix. What has Vix been doing since last time we saw you? Last time I think we saw you, you were murdering Tiger Claws. Has it just been more of that of late?
Yeah, mostly that.
Okay. Gang war on, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Busy times.
Cool. And Cammy, I feel like we're going to get a similar answer. Gang war on. Mox killing Tiger Claws.
Throwing hands, taking bodies, you know.
Okay. And we're not going to go too much further than that. I do want to kind of, real quick, since this is our first time on Foundry, just kind of acclimate ourselves with how pop-ups are going to go. So in the case of Vix, good, see her on your screen now. Great. That's how those will pop up. And then Cammy, of course. Practice makes perfect. 2 Mox runners, and then Amelia is the fixer, who is running the show on this one. She is going to be reaching out to somebody who's a little bit more professional than is. And this is Amelia, also a Mox. She reaches outside of the Axe Maidens this go around. She feels like having some stronger frontliners definitely a good idea for her in this instance. And yeah, right in the midst of this, we're going to go ahead and have Zach describe a new character. Zach, if you would just walk us through Twitch. Or not. Are you there?
I'm trying to figure out the mics, man. Sorry.
It's okay. Oh god damn! Right in the midst
Yeah,
of
well,
prep.
I thought I had more time.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'm good. Switch has been operating with the mocks for a couple of months now. They're one of the more recent additions to the gang. They came with several members from their past. Mostly former prostitutes, as Switch was a former prostitute as well. They were known as Switch because they would regularly switch depending on the client's preferences. So not only do they use they, them pronouns, but some days they use he, him pronouns, and some days they will use she, her pronouns, depending on how they're feeling in the day and what they're presenting. Their crew is for pretty standard Mox people that I'm sure most of you would be familiar with.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and run through them real quick. So the lead, kind of older gal who works with Switch and kind of runs with her is Collar. Now, despite her kind of longevity in gang, she is technically under Switch. Switch apparently has seniority when it comes to Susie Q, the leader of the Mox, just due to her ability to govern and lead a group. Where Collar does not have that. Collar is very much a pack mule, a solo, a shooter, a killer, a cold-blooded motherfucker. That is what she do. The extra, Elsie, is a young booster who just got thrown on the group. She too has also been a working girl, a doll, and she's very kind of familiar with the territory when it comes to Lizzie's clientele. The next member of Switch's crew is Miranda, who is also a new addition to the Mox, but she is not. She's not kind of acclimated into the culture of Lizzie's and the Mox as a whole. She comes from a very different background. And her reason for joining the Mox is due to the Tiger Claws. She very much despises them, and it has been in kind of an interest of joining a group for allies. Last but not least is another working individual. This is Pitch. Pitch is an individual who performs brain dance recordings for the for Lizzie's bar. A lot of BDs are kind of viewed at the bar. And Pitch is kind of old friends with a guy named Slideshow, who we saw very briefly in Run the Block. And they very much have a very similar story. But Slideshow went on to become famous, whereas Pitch has basically just been kind of continuing to work and process. And when Switch came into the mix, Pitch saw this as their opportunity to kind of get out of the rut of basically recording fucking all the time and get some actual work done. Not like they didn't enjoy the past work, but it's boring. So Switch's crew has joined Amelia and will be making their way into the synthetic, along with Vix, Cammy, and also Holly, aka Prima. Again, Amelia is pulling out all the stops. Every available girl that was within grabbing distance, she snatched them up and said, "Bitch, you're coming with me." Threw them in the van and drove off. Another thing I want to note, because again, if you are not able to see any icons on the screen, on the left side there should be like a little flag or banner on the bottom of your options there. If you click that, there should be like a viewing glass. If you click that, it'll toggle them on and off. Once you have it on, you'll be able to see them for all time. And just so you have it, right here on the map is where we're looking at. Drake Avenue bus stop is right outside of the synthetic. And the synthetic is a synth bar. It means they do synthetic or synth music and kind of electronics. music, but they also do like BD experiences, very kind of similar to what Lizzie's puts on, but on a much smaller scale. Um, it's set up in a strip mall, so it's like adjacent to like a small little electronics store, a small little like hole in the wall pierogi world shop, and these kind of things. And the entrance actually takes you underground to where the club proper is located. As mentioned, Amelia has a van, and she's going to load up most of the people she's hustling out that way into the van. However, Vix, I believe you'll be riding on your own. And Elise actually has a car. So the car that Elise drives in is a very old, like 2025 sports car. It has no hood, never has. It is like bubblegum pink. It looks like the Barbie Corvette, if you know what I'm talking about. And it just has bullet holes all over it. Looks like it has been through the ringer. Shot to shit, through hell and back. But it works. The one thing that you'll note, Switch, as you kind of have been in the car a bit, is that on the glove compartment, kind of faded now but still present, is a gang tag from a very old gang called Angelic Petty. The date in character looks like it did receive a notice there. It is Wednesday, and I believe that is the 7th. Let me double check. The 9th. It is the 9th. Okay. So Amelia would also have reached out to Old Mo. When Old Mo says he doesn't want to come out, she would say, if you want to send a representative, please do. And Old Mo would contact Rocco to get in contact with Amelia. What has Rocco been doing since the last time we've seen him?
Has been working on Olmos. Since it's wartime, he's trying to make it a bit more well protected. Glass that won't shatter at the first gunshot. And potentially he wants to install like roll down metal. Yeah, things like that, for times when you can push a button and be like, all right, we're in lockdown mode now. As well as, investigating ways to, go down, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I understand. Obviously, like hanging out with a bunch of mocks, I mean, you get really hard. Oh, you meant into the earth. Got it. Sorry, yeah. So these are definitely...
That's where I was going.
Heyo, Rocco.
It do go down. So yeah, he's been fully like heads together with Mo, which is why he feels confident going into this as Mo's representative. Right? They've been kind of like together on making something out of Mo's and making sure it survives the storm.
The joint venture. And the things that you would kind of have mentioned, you've been kind of planning on doing, and depending on Olmo and yours capital, I'll kind of throw some prices at you on the things you mentioned there after the game, and we'll discuss if those have already been done or if they're in the process of being done.
I'd say they're in the process.
Well,
I'd actually...
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
there could be some things that,
depending on how you're doing financially, it may be the case that you kind of have done, like, partial or, like, not all the work yet. Fair. Amelia definitely knows she needs somebody who's skilled, like somebody who's very capable. And her first thought was Old Mo. Like, Old Mo's kind of, an old banger. But she also understands that he's got skin in the game in this. And if this does turn out to be a Sokka stooge, like she kind of has a gut feeling it's gonna be, she kind of, forewarned Mo that. And Mo doesn't like Sokka and also has a shit ton of their stolen merch. So he's not interested. Fuck that. So she'll reach out to the next kind of fixer that she kind of knows and wants in, which would be Hatter. Hatter, what have you been doing since the last time we talked to you? And then I'll kind of explain how she swindles you into coming out.
I've been slowly but surely upgrading myself. Getting myself a little more fighting fit. I keep going out on these missions with people, but not prepared. So I've decided to boost myself a bit. Use some of the old tech I've had laying around and some pieces I've acquired lately. But I'm a bit more in fighting shape now.
I think, like, just for flavor too, like, obviously you got the, so like you've had to cut open the sleeves to the jacket and add an extra patch. So like people don't really notice anything has changed unless they're very clearly like paying attention as the sleeve is like opened up like a good 3 to 6 inches, to fit in the new forearms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a bit tougher to deal with now. That was the end goal.
She specifically states, I'm meeting with a corporate representative. I don't know the corporation is more than likely Arasaka. I know that you and I both have problems with Arasaka with their proximity on the waterfront. If this does happen to be an Arasaka person, maybe we can make an inways here. I'm getting a meet here. I need somebody who knows how to navigate this kind of shit. I'm willing to give you 1,000 eddies just to come out. And then whatever job she might be kind of pushing on us, this contact, you can act as fixer for it, and I'll just have my girls be on site for you to kind of help out if need be. Sound fair?
Yeah, always game for money.
Okay, cool. And I definitely suggest bringing something, strapping yourself up, because it's been hot around these parts, and who knows what the fuck could happen.
I think I'll be fine.
All right. Moving on, last but not least, I'm going to just leave it to you, Lark, to describe how you want to be portrayed in the initiating of this, because you will be the first person who will arrive at the location. It is effectively your game that you'll be setting up here. 1 second here while I move us to the map and get rid of these handouts here. You have basically cordoned off the entirety of the northern side of the Synth Club. Your assistants are present with you and are keeping people away from your area. The reason you've been able to do this is because the security on site is favorable to you. They're corporate. And it seems that this is a nice enough locale that's easily bought out. You don't buy the entire place. You don't want to throw people off with kind of over whimsical, kind of heavy-handed methods that a Militech stooge might throw out. But you definitely want to kind of give an atmosphere of like they have some sort of semblance of their normalcy, but you really have a kind of structure of control. What are you looking like seated? If you want to move seats on that bench, just describe your character and give us an idea of like what they're walking in on here.
All right. So, Akitsu Kanako. Sorry, I know my character. I promise. She's new to me. She is a very well put together young woman, early 20s, and she just looks like the picture of old wealth. She's very well dressed, very calm. Right now, she is seated at a table in that corner and drinking what looks like tea. Tea in the middle of a nightclub.
Love it.
From very nice glass. Yeah, well, not glass, but teacup. She embodies stillness. She's very stoic. She seems to be waiting to act. That's it.
And she does have her crew as well. People in this game seem to be running with assistants. The one that you can see would be Toshiro, who is a very large individual. He looks like he is a sumo wrestler. His face has been kind of sculpted in a way to kind of make it like a white face. And he wears whatever he's told to wear. Is he wearing Arasaka colors or is he wearing something different?
He would just be wearing a more plain suit, just regular black suit.
Okay. And then along with them is her effectively secretary. Um, this is Kumiko, and she's wearing a bodyweight suit, Netrunner stylings. She looks like she is a tech savvy individual. Um, nothing on her would be branded or apparently market. Like, it definitely looks like it's a lot of custom shit that's been thrown together. And she'd look that way even if you were wanting to throw up colors.
No,
Okay.
she's perfect the way she is.
She's glorious. Okay. So, as you can see here in the bottom corner, folks, definitely looks like there's a shit fuck ton of mocks rolling in on this place.
Oh my god.
So, Hatter, you'd probably be arriving by yourself on your own. As far as punctuality goes, I know you and Rocco would probably be more punctual, definitely more punctual than Amelia, who is, again, gathering the troops, looking in the back of the van and being like, oh shit. We just need like one more, right? We just need like one more. Looks over at Cammy. You, get the fucking van. Oh. Where are we going? Don't worry about it. Just get in the van. But yeah, you two can argue amongst yourself who would be more punctual, and then whoever wins that fight can go ahead and describe themselves walking into the place.
You can have first if you want it.
Rocco walks in to the club, dressed as he normally would. He hasn't like made any point to make himself look any better than he normally is. There's probably some grease stains from working earlier today. He like casually looks down and thinks to himself that maybe he should have changed, and wipes it off, but just makes it worse. And shrugs and walks in.
That was actually in the fabric. Okay, so just flipping through the scenes real quick. The entranceway, it's very bright, very vibrant. There are posters on the wall of different musical artists. You probably wouldn't recognize anybody here. As mentioned, it's synth music. Most of the bands and kind of musical acts that we kind of hang with are chrome rock. They're like street punk. So they don't really play at this location. It's very much a difference of guitars and actual instruments versus like a person with a DJ table, right? So yeah, again, a lot of the posters for you may or may not be, depending on your tastes, are not very relevant. But moving past that point, you would enter up to the front desk. And at the front desk, to the right, you would see the kind of space beyond. We'll move back to that scene, and seated at the front desk is a individual wearing kind of just polyester red. Looks like he has Valentino gold on and some tattoos underneath. Latino gentleman. And he kind of looks up at you and says, "Hey, covers 5 eddies tonight. Pretty slow night."
I'm expected, I believe.
We don't do reservations. It's 5 eddies.
Fine by me. And he flashes it to him.
Yep. And he kind of gestures towards it and says, "Enjoy." And when you kind of come into the scene, very pink, very vibrant. You can see the bar over in the far right side. And you can see, it looks like the only place that looks like it's kind of reserved is that northern corner. Do you try to mingle and wait till you see people that you know, or do you try and approach the quiet corner?
Rocco will go to the bar and order a drink.
Have you ever met Smiley?
No.
Okay. Big Maelstrom ganger. it looks like his face has been like converted to look like a kind of red line and like two bright red kind of eye orifices and very much brightly glowing. And he looks at you and goes, "Hey there, Tremor. What can I get you to drink?"
Oh, what do you have?
Yeah, it's mostly processed for the folks, but if you want something a little bit more liquory, I can probably dash it together.
Yeah, surprise me.
Okay. All right. And he'll kind of like muster around for a little bit and takes him a good minute or two, but then he slides the glass over to you. Square, kind of just simple glass. Inside there is kind of a yellowish colored mixture with like a brown coloration on top that's like split level. And then around the rim, there seems to be this kind of crushed red peppering. Silverhand, enjoy.
I was so hoping you would do just Rumplemints in a shot and just hand it to him.
No, I made him a proper Johnny Silverhand.
Rocco chuckles, waving his own silver fingers, and takes a taste.
Yeah, so it's a tequila old fashioned with cerveza on top, and then it has a chili powder rim instead of salt. I haven't had one, but I really want to have one.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Hatter, probably not far along, but go ahead, Rocco, go ahead.
It's established that Rocco does like spicy food, so he enjoys it, I would say. Yeah.
Hatter, you make your way in. Similar circumstances. 5 eddies at the front.
Just walk in. How do you control your character? What do you press?
Go up to the top and then click the little man icon in the top left.
There we go.
Now you should be able to pick up your thing.
There we go.
Also, when we get into combat, for you folks who have been paying attention, if you move, you'll see your speed is in green. The second it stops being green, it becomes orange. That means you're in running distance instead. And the second it becomes further than that in red, it means you can't move at all.
Oh my god.
Again, folks who are watching, this is some of these people's, or it's all of these people's first time.
Ah!
So,
Cool.
It'll be pretty fun. Hatter, you throw your 5 eddies in, right? And then you head in. So you see what very much appears to be the contact. You see Rocco at the bar. There's people around. Have you ever had any jobs with any jobs related to? Ooh, that's a. I don't think you have. Never mind. Nobody else here looks familiar. You head over to Rocco.
Yep, I will. I'd take one space away from Rocco.
Okay.
Um,
I'm going to pause for a second because I want to make sure Lark is aware of something that is happening on site. Your runner is basically clocking everybody who she is aware could be at this meeting. And the second that happens, she's having our third party, our man in the chair, pipe that into your headset. So you are seeing it live on your holo. You are aware of Rocco. You are aware of Hatter the second that they enter in. The only other people...
My eyes remain fixed down on my tea. I am not making it obvious that I'm like looking at anything. So.
Absolutely. The only other person that was of interest to your runner and to the crew is Bernice Redmond, who is located here. And I don't know if anybody here has encountered Bernice Redmond, but I think that there was at least one of you who was on a job where she was absolutely getting hyped down at a Love Hotel. I don't know if anybody here remembers that. She's also a person who hired in a job to deal with other matters. But yeah, Bernice Redmond is apparently someone of interest to you in particular. Okay. You two group up. Hatter, you see Rocco. You guys are the best of friends, if I recall.
acquaintances, I think is the correct term.
Rocco.
Associates. Yeah.
Yeah. I pay well, so people work for me. I'd wave my hand at him and order just rum on ice.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, Smiley, who you recognize. You do know that he has had a lot of problems of late. He's been in a couple of bars that haven't done too well, and some people thought he was dead. But here he is, alive. He worked at the church bar, which got burned to the fucking ground by a psychotic maelstrom priest. And then he worked at a bar in Haywood, and it got attacked by a cyber psycho with 1,000,000 arms, cutting everybody into ribbons. So here he is at the synth bar. Hopefully this gig doesn't go crazy, and maybe he'll be able to keep a job for a fucking week. He gives you your rum. Feel free to talk as I get the others ready.
Arthur?
Yeah. How are we doing? You finding work?
That's why I'm here.
Glad to see you don't just travel to these places. We're all square, right? I don't owe you anything. You're not here to do anything crazy. We're still on terms.
As far as I know.
Okay. It won't change with me, so that's fine. And I would just quietly take my drink and try not to look too awkward in the situation.
Okay. So for the mocks, Amelia gets out of the van and is kind of like, she's down low and she's like, come here, quick. And then Vix pulls up and she's like, come on, get off the bike, come on. And you out of that fucking Barbie cart, get over here. Shh, come on, huddle up. Okay. She starts patting her head like this and she says, okay, listen. This is fucking serious shit we're getting ourselves into. However, we're not going to ever play down ourselves, okay? We need to go in being the mocks, and we need to fucking act like we normally do. But at the same time, we need to understand that we're going up against something pretty crazy here, okay? We've already had conversations with Militech. They dumped a shit ton of guns on us. Great. If this is who I think it is, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a different corporate interest. Maybe some other security firm. Whatever it is, we just need to be cautious, okay? And keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes peeled. And yeah, everybody ready? Looking at everyone.
Done.
This is the most nervous you've seen Amelia.
Girl, calm down.
Okay, yeah. All right. She kind of like
You'll be fine.
shoves her hands in her pockets and starts walking towards the downward stairs. And she's just very kind of like cool and calm and collected, looking. But like, Vix, you've lived with her for a while. You would know she is very much
Freaking out.
just freaking out inside. Once the group kind of like moseys up and kind of moves through that front passageway, Switch, you kind of catch up to her and are walking alongside her. And as you're walking up to the front, the guy's about to ask you for the cover. She pulls out her wallet, an old beat up like Velcro thing that looks like it was from like the 80s, and pulls out 200 Eddie bills and chucks them onto the table, shuts it and puts her back into her pocket. The guy shuts the fuck up and she's just like, all right, and kind of walks into the bar like she owns the place. From the other mocks, is there anything vibe-wise that you want to kind of put out there on the table, as far as like how you're operating, acting?
I'm doing the sexy strut.
Hell yeah. Switch? Kami?
I mean, we just walk up to the bar, order something with berries. I don't know.
Okay. Kami, you walk up to the bar. You would see Rocco, who I believe you've worked with, and you'd see Hatter, who I believe you've also worked with. Vix, you're staying with Amelia, locked in?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's too twitchy right now.
The holo call on like the group chat for Switch comes on, and basically it's caller kind of asking, "Where do you want us, boss?" That.
Let's do 2 at the door and 2 with us, and I'll let you decide who.
Caller sticks with you, and Elsie sticks with you. Miranda kind of moves over to the door, and Pitch will kind of walk over and start chatting with the who seems like a very grumpy guy. Like in that first 20 seconds that you're kind of catching the ear of it, Vix and Cammy, because you're kind of moving through, it seems like Pitch has already swayed them over to like having an interesting conversation. And then Prima will kind of move into the space, but she's going to head over to the bar herself.
Mhm.
All right. Amelia makes her way over to the big man. Toshiro kind of raises his hand up. Waiting for Akitsu's word.
I'm waiting for the person to introduce.
Oh, Amelia looks at you and goes, "Oh, hey, I'm Amelia. I don't know who it was. The contact. They said that you're somebody who's working along with corporate interests and wanted to meet with me."
I'll gesture for them to take a seat in front of me, open-handed.
She
Across.
kind of moves to that spot and will kind of look at Switch, who's closest, and look at Vix. Kind of look between the two and kind of nod at Switch to kind of come sit with her. Vix, it looks like Toshiro, after they sit, kind of gestures to the table to their side. So the table that's kind of over here. If you want to go take a seat there. And as that's all...
I'm gonna sit on top of the table, like my ass is on the edge of the table.
Okay. As that's all happening,
Yeah.
these two guys kind of take their drinks and all their food and shit, and they just get up and kind of like... They just fuck off. Whatever this is
As they should.
is not
They're
cool.
like, enough.
Yeah. Okay. A quick note, Zach, if you hold shift while you're placing, you can place on midlines.
I was assuming there was something. I just
Yeah.
couldn't remember what it was from
That-
when we played fucking Cult.
No worries.
Uh,
So, Toshiro seems to be kind of looming behind the two of you as you sit down, and Vix, are kind of like sitting on the edge of the table there, looking at Toshiro. He's big, but you think you could take him. Like, if it came down to it, like, in a scrap, you're pretty confident. If
oh,
gets
you're
you...
talking about fighting.
Oh, I'm saying Vix is
My
probably...
brain went.
I'm assuming Vix...
Thank you, Corey. Thank you.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm gonna
Gotcha.
take him down.
I mean, I could do both.
Hey,
I was
Ken.
literally about to say I could probably crush a watermelon between my thighs. I could take him.
Yeah,
Like,
fair
That's a
go.
fucking sentence.
But what I mean to say is you could fight with him. You're pretty sure that if he got you in a grab, though, he might be able to kind of rip you apart. So it would
I
definitely...
might kind of like it. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, you can crush watermelons with your thighs. He can crush them with his tits. You know, it's
Yeah, it's great. Great combination.
Let's see who's stronger. Fist between your thighs. I mean, fist. I don't know my.
So
all right.
Amelia would kind of look at Akitsu and say, "I apologize. I know that you were expecting to have a conversation with me. As I am not terribly familiar with these sorts of discourses, I did invite someone to act as an assistant or advisor for me. Is it okay if I call them over?"
She'll nod.
And she'll look at Vix. "Hey, go grab Hatter."
I go and where
He's
the
over
fuck
at the
are you,
bar.
bro?
I'll just come over. We'll just swap spots. Oh, you went underneath.
Help!
Help!
Help! Help! Judge!
Bronco, no, don't go into the wall.
How does that how do it?
You come over, and you kind of step between those two. Toshiro stops you before you get to that position as you kind of step between those tables, and then gestures to the chair that's kind of like loose and out and about here, and to basically just spin it around and stay on that side of the table. Similarly, Toshiro does look like a big guy, does look like you could probably fight him, but again, if he gets a hold of you and has you in his hands, he's probably going to tear you in half.
I don't want to fight.
Very good at making human pretzels.
He's a very big
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And then Amelia kind of goes, "Hatter, thanks so much for coming out. And again, you've been more than gracious, but I do have one person who might sit by and just listen in. If this is too much, again, just tell me and I'll have the discourse here.
She's going to look to her net runner
Shrug.
and see. Yeah, shrug.
Like, it's fine.
All right. All right. She'll nod.
Okay. Rocco, you're called over, and you'd basically sit with Vix at that table. Basically in the kitty tree. Not in the booth side though. They do not let you go booth side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely frustrating. Like every time somebody tries to move for the booth, the Shiro's like there with the hand. No.
No.
Amelia goes, okay, great. So you have me at a bit of a disadvantage. I hope that this kind of evens it out, your graciousness and letting these people attend. What exactly are we doing here?
She'll straighten up, set her teacup down, and fold her hands in front of her and say, "My name is Akitsu Kaneko. I am a representative of Danger Gal. I have been asked on part of a client to inquire about some of our business that you may or may not have some information on. And I would be very, very obliged if you could provide me with some information."
Danger Gal. Investigators, right? Like, yeah. Okay. So, what are you looking into? And if you don't mind me asking, who's your employer?
She's going to give them a bit of a wan smile and say, "I do believe you already know."
Ah. Arasaka.
She'll nod. "It seems there was a bit of a misplacement of some of our goods. By, shall we say, people who do not belong here, who have overstretched into your territory.
We agree.
What I am looking for, if you would be so kind as to tell me what you know about why exactly they might have been in your territory to begin with. I do apologize. I understand. My client understands that they are our responsibility, but if you may, it is sometimes darkest at the base of the lighthouse."
Yeah, I guess. Well, some of my girls were running around with Rocco over there. In Watson, there was a drug house that was set up, bothering the local establishments. Tiger Claws were running it. That's the word we got, so we didn't believe it when we heard it. Wanted to see it with our own eyes. Had some folks go out that way, mosey on into a busted up old house. They were selling bitumen. I think they called it something different, some Japanese name. Sorry, not too very familiar with the street names there in Tiger Claw territory, but a lot of folks in the neighborhood were buying it up, and I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's real bad stuff, ma'am. And yeah, we fucked them up and killed everybody we saw, and we found a supply of guns in their basement. Arasaka stuff. We assumed they were being funded by your client, and well, we took those, and we've already, passed those out to the girls. They're all over the streets now. Really, no way for us to get those back. If that's what you're looking for.
Oh, I have no interest in the whereabouts of those assets.
Okay, cool.
I am more concerned with, as I've stated, the reasons for which the Tiger Claws may have been encroaching on your territory to begin with, who they might have been persuaded by to enter your territory.
Well,
I believe we've had them quite leashed until recently.
yeah, that's the assumption on the street too. Arasaka's paying the bills, but yeah, I think Now that you kind of say it this way, I think that it might have been a click or like some kind of small cell. The Tiger Claws haven't really been fighting back too much as far as street side goes. We've been catching them off guard. They've made some moves, but nothing crazy. Anyways, back to your point. I wasn't at the site. It wasn't me. It was Rocco. Hey, Rocco. You know who might have been like in charge there, or like if there was any other people who were like running the show there?
I came later on. A few of the folks here might be able to tell you more about the initial incident, but when I went there, we interacted with how do I say this? People who were not the people that they once were. They were being controlled by someone named who calls himself God. He kind of spits that out and shakes his head.
Very interesting. And did you see this individual yourself?
As far as I can tell, no. Just people using his voice. Or him projecting his voice through them.
You'd like take over the body and like talk through them and then burn them.
Amelia looks at you, Vix, and says, "Oh shit, this is that thing that happened in NCU, right?"
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I just made
That
the connection. And Akitsu, you would be familiar with an incident where Arasaka has been kind of doing cleanup at Night City University. There was a bitumen farm down there, and basically what's being described here is, if you're not familiar with that specific instance, but similar.
It seems that we have a mutual thorn in our sides, I believe. Aside from the Tiger Claws, and I assure you, my client is working to rectify the issue with them being in places they do not belong.
Okay. Yeah, Amelia kind of nods. Honestly, I didn't expect it to go this way. So far, so good. I guess I just want to ask, like, so you're saying that the Tiger Claws, according to Arasaka, shouldn't be in Watson. They shouldn't be fucking around with our turf.
No, they should not.
Okay. So, obviously you're not a representative of the Tiger Claws, you're not even a representative of Arasaka, you're just kind of their hireling. I feel like if we're gonna get into this, like, you've got some questions, you probably got some things you want to check out yourself. What's Arasaka willing to bring to the table here? Or rather, what's Danger Gal, for that matter, willing to bring to the table here in helping us with our problem, which is Tiger Claws in our territory, selling a really nasty drug?
Well, we could talk of money, but I believe that is not nearly as useful as talking about people. Danger Gal employs the best of the best, and I believe you are aware of our reputation, are you not?
Yeah, I haven't heard much about you lately, but yeah, your company has a sterling background.
If you would be so kind as to let us help you expunge those who do not belong here, we can provide additional personnel of exceptional quality and experience.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck with the name of the company, so I'm on board. Not terribly hip on the, working for Arasaka, but, the money comes in where it comes in. We've taken some gigs from Militech and, cash, resources. Definitely helpful. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. You've already got my contact information. Can I get yours?
And she will open up her purse and take out a very old-fashioned business card and hand it over.
Holy.
Very nice with embossed gold and text, but yeah.
Wait, is that paper?
She takes it and looks at it.
And she hands it with both hands.
And she smells it and she's like, holy.
It's perfumed and everything.
And she goes,
Oh.
she goes, hold on. And she says, was that clutch? And she names off like the year and make of the Jinguji clutch. And she's like, that shit's like, that's like a 20,000 fucking Ed clutch. She's just staring at it like, damn. You gotta meet my friend
Seems to
Jen.
have impeccable taste.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm in the fashion game. I do some work. She kind of gestures at her fit, which again, it's not exactly the coolest looking thing ever for someone who's into like neo-militarism, but like as far as kitsch goes, like she does look like she's stellar, right? And you can see the bitch V13 logo on it. Like she says, I do some work for the brand.
I mean, life is comprised of all experiences. Your fashion is impeccable. I can appreciate the effort that you have put into it, and I believe we have mutual interest in such things. I just happen to trend towards different tastes.
Of course, yeah. No, I'm not trying to sell you on anything. It's all right, homegirl. She smiles. So you're not interested in the guns. You're just interested in the info and the guy, this god guy, looking over at Rocco, looking over at Vix. I mean, I brought a lot of folks out here. Maybe we can get the ball rolling on this right now or like tonight. And at this moment, Akitsu, you hear on your headset, my lady, there is a contact we could deal with right now. I suggested setting up the meet here for a reason. The Arasaka people on site, they are definitely on the take. I think they are working against the company's interests. I think they sold those guns to the Tiger Club.
She'll do a very subtle nod, more to herself than anything, and meet Amelia's eyes and say, I believe I have an idea of where to start. My itinerary is clear for the evening.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. I personally got some guns to move, but I want to make sure that you are aware, and she kind of gestures to Switch. The Switch, they're very capable. Hatter is my main contact for this gig. I asked him to come in here and act as kind of a liaison to me, but it seems like we were able to work out what we were able to work out, girls talk and all. But Hatter is definitely somebody, if you're going to funnel any eddies towards these girls doing work for you, he'd be the one you'd want to talk to. Is it all right if I skedaddle?
Absolutely. Leave who you must, who you think is most capable behind.
Absolutely. Yeah. Gestures to the Mox and the people she's assembled here. This is my crew. And they're at your disposal. And looks at Switch and says, whatever she offers, cash-wise, goes through Hatter, take what you take. If you feel like it's not enough, I'll set you up sweet. Same with you girls. And then kind of looks at Rocco and kind of like makes a gesture like, we'll fucking figure it out. And she'll get up and walk and say, it was really nice meeting you, Miss Kaneko. And enjoy. And she'll head out.
Kaneko, well, yeah, she'll nod. Alright, how many people do we have here that need to be paid?
Looking at Hatter. You look at Hatter. How many people do we have here to be need to be paid?
5 if you're not including myself. Right? 1, 2,
Plus
3.
4?
There's 8 people here.
Oh yeah, plus all the. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, no, a lot more than I
would
normally
love
run
for
with.
my team to get paid as well, not just me. Thank you.
No, 10 total. 10 people are here.
Should be,
Basically, if you wanted to overthrow this place's security and take it over as your own with the crew that you have, you're very confident that you probably wouldn't even have to get involved. Like, you could sit here and drink tea the whole time.
Okay. I do believe 2,000 apiece is a decent place to start, is it not?
It's a great place to start.
Just say, that's fine with me.
Just looks at Hatter.
Knows I know I'm getting gypped in this situation, but that's fine. It's the first job with this group.
Yeah.
It is a place to start. If we could have an open line of communication, I can have our information sent over to you. Perhaps we could meet at a closer locale.
Sounds good to me. I'm guessing you have your own way over there.
If not, I give you a ride.
Mufune says, I'll have the car pulled around. No problem.
Eh.
As much as I just love working with corpos, I'd stretch out my hand to shake it and say we have a deal. Let's get moving.
She will fold her hands in front of her and then bow her head to you.
Okay, then. And I would get up and just start walking because we could just send the information. I saw the Netrunner was there, like everything's fine.
That's why she asked for the open communications.
Yeah.
Yep.
And once the Netrunner has kind of started the holo call, she'll kind of start sending packets over to everybody regarding the facility that you're currently in. And she says there are currently a total of 5 Arasaka operatives that are on site. It is our understanding, based on our investigation of the location while you were having a conversation, that these individuals are no longer working in Arasaka's interest. It is our intent to ensure that these individuals are brought to justice. Less than lethal means would be preferred. However, if it is necessary to utilize lethal means, please deploy them. There's the individual at the front desk. There's an individual at a security desk behind him. There is an individual who is currently in the back office behind this front desk, security desk behind that. There are 2 operatives who are currently unknown location. There is normally a bouncer outside. They were not outside when we entered. Were they outside when you did?
Yes.
Then that one should be expected to enter. The 5th individual's location is unknown this time. So far, we have not seen them on site, and we've been here for well over.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not realize that you were saying that they were here. I
They
thought
are
it meant they were.
Yeah.
They're here. Okay.
This map.
This map. All right.
Looking
So-
around real quick.
Nix the closer locale thing.
Yeah. Totally fine. If you want to
Right.
if you want to regroup and then re-enter, like, you know, ready to fight, that's absolutely chill too. But for those who are on site, I'd like for you to get a chance to kind of get an idea of the situation now that you know what the gig is. I'm going to start with Corey and kind of make my way through the list. I will recycle to the people who've already had a good opportunity to talk. You'll probably be last on the docket. So, Corey, what are some things that Cammy's kind of paying attention to scene-wise and kind of looking at here?
I guess when she was like explaining all of that, just looking at the doorways, trying to figure out the best path around, figure out who we need to get to.
Yeah.
If you're trying to talk, there's no speaking.
No, I can hear.
I can hear them.
Oh.
Okay.
You're
Corey
good.
Corey is very quiet. You may need to turn your levels up on
There we go. Yeah, that's
Sure.
what it was.
okay. Say something real quick, Corey.
Hi.
I'm so sorry if I talked over you at any point for some odd reason. You were at like 20% for me, and I don't know why. I don't think I've ever even seen you. I have no idea.
It might have been peak. It might have been peak.
It's arbitrary.
It might have been peak.
Might have been peak.
Yeah, you might have turned them down for peak and like never turned them back up for peak.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So you're checking to the doors. The door's right behind the front desk, and you can see it. It looks like it is an electronic secure door, but it also looks like it has like an access for patrons. Based on the styling of this place, you're pretty sure that there's like a champagne room back there. There are no strippers or like those kind of individuals present here. The champagne room is kind of more of a digital experience, so it's like a BD lounge for that kind of clientele.
Okay. Yeah, I would just be trying to plan out the pathway we're going, figure out how many heads we need to bust.
Okay. Next up, then, Caitlin. Well, what is Vix kind of paying attention to on the scene?
She's kind of scanning the crowd in general, just
Yeah.
Any of the little pockets of people.
Sure. So yeah, there's that group there in the corner, and some of them look familiar. They look like kind of scav types, Raph and Shivy kind of individuals. They just look like hard asses who are kind of here trying to stay away from everybody and drinking. There are those two kind of edge runner types who were near you, were drinking, and kind of moved away when shit got kind of weird. There are a couple of nomad types at the bar, along with another edge runner-y guy who's currently talking to Holly, and it seems like, based on Holly's kind of like attitude, the two are flirting very heavily. There is a group of 6th Street gangers, for some reason, here in Watson. And then there's another group of what you presume are scav types, or edge runners who are scav adjacent. And then there's her and him, and when you look over at him, you would recognize him as Bobby, Mr. Ticklefingers from the band Diamond Cobra.
Okay. Wait, Diamond
Gonk. My brain did a dumb.
Ivan Cobra. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, is that the guy that was like,
Hey,
"Oh,
Bruce."
how's your music going?"
I thought we were doing
Is
another
that
merger.
No,
Yeah,
Bobby
that's
Ticklefingers was
a
like
collab.
the synth player for Diamond Gonk that was like kind of a fuckboy with 6 fingers, and not like
Oh,
fake,
that's right.
not fake 6 fingers. He genuinely has 6 fingers, like
He's the
biological.
six-fingered man.
Yeah.
No one tell an eagle.
Yeah. It's a whole other mess up in here.
You have 6 fingers on your
Okay.
both hands, bro.
Right.
So yeah, you scan the crowd. It doesn't look like anybody here looks like they're kind of like Arasaka affiliated, but there are the gangs that are kind of present here, and whether or not they're working for them, 6th Street's probably not going to take a job from Arasaka. There are animals on the dance floor in the other room, and they might. And if they were, they'd be working security. But it looks like they've kind of cleared out the dance floor and have taken it over as their own. Nobody's really going into the dance hall. It looks like this place has basically been turned into a little more than a restaurant than anything.
Okay.
All right, that's it for that. Okay, Rocco, thoughts?
So the security of this place is the people we're apprehending, correct?
That's right.
And did we get an image of the one that is missing?
So you wouldn't have actually you would have images of the individuals in question. So yeah, you haven't seen them. They are not in the crowd.
Yeah, yeah. So what do I know about the one that's missing based off of the dossier that the Netrunner sent?
White guy, looks like he's got like curly brown hair, kind of like chubby cheeks. Looks like he is a like security camera specialist.
Okay. Is there a security? The security room's behind the front desk, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
But they told you they know who's at that desk.
Right. Yeah.
And it's not him.
And we don't have like a known address for that person, right?
No, we could definitely get it, is what Kumiko would say. We're working for their employers, and they're doing things that are against their employer. So, if we don't find him here, we'll find him at his home. That's a great idea, Rocco. You actually look over at Kumiko, who's not moving her mouth. She's doing it through hollow Netrunner craziness. But when you look over at her, she actually smiles at you. Like, there's like a ruthless level that she's like, I like you. Yeah, let's go to their house and fuck them up. Agreed.
At that point, Rocco kind of just frowns.
Oh, shit. I'm evil. Zach, what's Switch paying attention to in this scene?
Switch is partially probably watching over at the bar because that's the only thing she can see without like fully turning around awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
While also making sure there aren't any comms from the team.
Yeah, so the two out front will say, according to your runner friend, and they do it through private, we can maybe muscle up the other girls, go out there and just deal with the bouncer. If you don't want to fuck with it and you want to just kind of break through the doors in here with this ragtag group, but we can go and deal with street side.
That would be best.
Caller kind of nods and looks at Elsie, who was the one who suggested that, and will say, yeah, that's a great idea. Hell yeah. And we'll kind of move with Elsie away from you as they head picking up pitch on the way and sending Miranda
I'm a
out.
supportive leader. Great. Cool.
Rocco does have a thought, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go.
Is it possible if there is some connection between these people that we are now after and Gold, that he is somehow, has his hooks in them, shall we say? He's asking this directly to the gal in charge.
Danger gal in charge.
Yeah. That would be an encouraged assumption.
Rocco tilts his head and encouraged.
She wants you to go that route, yeah.
Oh, I see.
She has to be careful of the way she speaks, because she can't say yes or no to certain things, especially if it's not definite. That's what you're getting is, yeah, that would be the assumption to make, yes.
Got it.
But in business, we'll talk.
So based off of that, Rocco remembering that in the most recent session that he was in, there was kind of a center point that was kind of pulling the strings for the rest, kind of like a node. He's gonna keep an eye out for anything probably not as obvious as that, right? But like he definitely doesn't want to get fucking corrupted So he's gonna be like going after that if he sees it.
Got it.
Is kind of, yeah.
Rocco, you want to kind of maneuver around the space and kind of get some eyes on some things, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you go to the dance hall at all?
Where the fighty guy looks.
The
like
animals. Yeah, they're animal gangers.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll step into the ring.
Okay. While Rocco is doing that, I'm gonna ask everybody else where you're going position-wise.
I'm not moving.
Akitsu's staying where she is, and I think Toshi would stay where he is. Kumiko, though, may try to get a different vantage point, but not too far away. Something where she could see in both doors.
And if you're looking for that, Switch will say, let's talk in private for a moment, and lead you over here. So that way, when you're sitting here, you can see.
As I said, Akitsu is not going to be moving. Kumiko is the one in black.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, yeah.
That is here. Okay, so she'll go.
She'll sit with you and kind of look at you. You see her kind of flip open her deck and kind of look down at it, and then look over at them. And then as she's kind of staring, you can hear on the hollow like her kind of connecting with something other than where you're at. But also at that same moment on the hollow call switch, the private one, you get a text and you hear, "We got him." And when you look at the text, you see that they sent a picture, and it is Collar like holding up the bouncer guy with a knife plunged in his neck, and there's like blood on Elsie's fingers, and she's kind of like doing like a selfie pose with the corpse. And then you'd see a text from Miranda that seems to be outside the group chat. He might have gotten a word out. Alarm might have been raised. And Rocco.
Then across all comms, because we opened comms together, like we need to execute now.
As you're about to say that, like right before that, Rocco, you walk into that kind of dance hall, and you're kind of like just trying to act like you're like, you're like
dancing.
Trying to look like you're supposed to be here. And I need you to make a perception roll.
Yes. Confirm. Does that work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't throw the dice out onto the table for me though. That's weird.
It did it for me.
I might have missed it. It's fine. 19. So you look, and the very first animal you see, you kind of see him dancing, and then he kind of stops, and so do the other three. And you see on his neck, in his chip socket slot, there is a chip that appears to have been forced in, and a bolt or like staple that's covering over it. Very much similar to what you've seen. They all four, almost in unison, kind of turn in their direction and kind of look at you, Rocco. Like,
okay.
Menacingly.
Is he the only one that looks like he has it?
No, they all very much look like they are programmed.
No, I mean the chip itself.
No, they all look like they have the chip. Yeah.
They all have the chip. Okay.
Yeah, the doll chip that controls them. You bet. Okay, bear with me here for a second. I gotta pause some things here. Okay. First things first, you're going to roll initiative.
Which is where?
I know it's on this sheet.
That is
like right next to your character.
absolutely fair. Fight. If you select fight, it'll have your weaponry. I don't think it has initiative.
Okay.
Bear with me here. I'll look at a sheet and tell you.
It should be. Oh, I have my sheet popped out. It's the very top skill.
Yeah.
I thought that was an intelligence. Sorry.
It's a very.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. That is intelligence. Sure. That is.
It can still reveal.
Yeah, it is. Well, not skill. He was talking about stat. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you select your token and have it selected, up at the top, you should see a list of options. Do you see those? There should be one that's called
Yeah.
Utility. If you hold over
Okay.
Utility, you can click Initiative.
Initiative.
Now, you see how they're starting to fold in up at the top there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see.
Did mine not go?
Ah.
Okay, there it is. That's a lot of dice on the table.
There's a way to mitigate that. I believe there's a handout in, I think it's in the journal, called Foundry Notes, to be able to make it so it only rolls into one section of your box there.
So if we're starting, I'm gonna turn on my Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, as Rocco notices the chip, I think he pops off his hand. Also, point of order question: since we have a rocker in the building, does that mean we get to use luck?
It's not a rocker on your team.
He could be on our team. Right?
Prima is technically on your team because she's an NPC now. She's not a live rocker, so.
Got it.
And she personally will not be acting. She is going to be kind of damseling that, because she's really hip on this guy. Okay, so everybody's rolled their initiative, right? I've clicked begin combat. At this point, initiative train will go through. Whoever is currently live on the initiative, which appears to be Switch, can move and act. When you move, it'll allow you to move, and any kind of like jaunts or movement inside of it will be tracked. Your movement for the turn will be like green until it's not green anymore. That will exhaust your movement. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Rocco says, you hear what you hear from outside, and then Rocco says, "Oh shit," probably, and you can see him.
Uh-oh.
And he's kind of. I'll allow you to kind of move one square out. You can back away from the dance floor.
I think I'm gonna just go straight to the bartender here
Mm-hmm.
and like try to.
Oh, excuse me. He says. Smiley kind of looks at you. What are you doing?
Get down! And like tries to get him to get down.
Oh fuck! Not again! And you see him like get down below the bar and reach for a big like tech shotgun. All right. Your movement, and then are you just taking like the dash
I think
action?
I'm just isn't it? What is the
Oh,
move
hunker
to
down.
like take cover?
Hunker
down. That's what I mean.
Yep, you're full in cover. No aim shots against you. Okay.
Yep.
Then at the top of your board, you click on utility, and there should be an end turn option.
Yes,
and then
sir.
we'll move to the next person, which is Hatter.
So, Rocco said what he said, right? I heard that the god people are down there.
Yeah.
I'm moving to here. And stopping. And, like, pressing myself against the door. Because Rocco, he didn't make it past the entryway yet, right?
I went in and backed the fuck out.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm paired with you at the door. And that's where I'll stop.
Yep. Okay. Fix.
Alright. We are pulling out the monowire. And whoa. Okay. We are coming down here.
Okay.
And like she would like gesture to Cammy and whoever else, like, hey, we got trouble.
And a lot of people are kind of like in the motions of what the fuck is going on. Okay. If you're not taking any action, you can end your turn.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you just go up to the top and then utility end turn. So I can't accidentally
Oh.
skip Elizabeth's.
Right, I was just gonna say. Now it'll be Elizabeth's fault.
Right, exactly. Yes. It will be Elizabeth's fault. Okay, so Cammy, you're up.
All right, I'll see Vix running over and follow suit.
Oh, I'm not running, I'm strutting.
Fair. Yeah, I think we're good there.
Any actions? Okay.
No.
This lady moves, and when she does, it kind of like first step is like a normal step out onto the dance floor, but then like a blur, she rushes straight in at Rocco, and she is going to throw her gorilla arm straight at you to try and grab you. So you're going to make a contested brawling roll.
Would that be something I can do in the top stuff, or do I need to get my sheet?
If you click on the top stuff and select skills, it should have a big list of skills, and yeah, you should be able to hit brawling.
Yep, there it is. Thank you. I clicked it. There it is.
There it is.
Woohoo!
Oh boy.
You clicked
That
it, it
was
didn't
yours.
do anything. That's weird.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll just go to my character
22.
sheet.
No, that's the animals.
No, that's the animal.
Oh, that is the
it
animal.
popped up on my sheet to do stuff. It's asking me to confirm.
That's weird. That it rolled.
Yeah, because
so late.
it'll bring up a pop up for
There it is.
modifiers. Sorry. She rushes forward and just like throws her one hand out, and like you've been grappled in a Dark Souls game, that happens. She kind of locks onto you, and you just feel powerless, like a small kitten being lifted off the ground, and she just pulls you to her, grabbing both of your shoulders and kind of lifting you up and looking at you, and you just feel like I am in trouble now. She cannot operate on that yet, but will on her next turn. It will then go to Akitsu.
Okay. Akitsu is going to fairly quietly say, Mr. Takeda, would you please supply reinforcements? And I'm going to roll that 1d6.
Yep. The dice rolling is at the bottom of your text box there. Yep.
I clicked it,
It'll bring up a prompt for
That-
options for bonuses.
and then just roll. Okay. I see.
So, in 4 turns.
In 4 turns. Okay. We have to hold out until then. And then my team also moves on my round. Is that correct?
Correct. Toshiro is going to hold with you, unless you order him to do something differently.
Nope.
Kumiko is going to have stated before and acknowledged that she is not going to net run any god-hacked individuals due to the loss of very powerful netrunners doing likewise. Instead, what she's going to do is she's going to sync to the security system, and she is going to use her other 2 net actions to take control of the net architecture's node that allows her to open the security doors. So if anybody wishes to access the back door and back area space, you are now available to do so. And she'll look over, and she's still sitting in the chair. She actually reaches over where she set her glass and picks it up as her eyes are glowing red. Looks over at Switch, who's like down, like hiding with the bartender, and she says, "Don't forget the job." And yeah, Mifune is currently not available to do anything either because he's still just
Calling in
kind of
reinforcements.
yeah, he's calling the reinforcements. It'll go to you clicking end turn on your side, and then it'll go to them.
Okay.
They start pulling out weapons, but the weapons that they're drawing out are very large, and they look like they were very well concealed on their person, like possibly fitted to them by someone else. So it actually takes them an action to do so. One of them pulls out they all three of them pull out Nova Model 757 City Hunters, which are big ass handguns. Well, they're not they're heavy handguns. Sorry. Okay. That is going to be all three of them, so I'll just cycle through their turns real quick. Bear with me here for a second. A little bit of a process with this size of window because it keeps on letting me. That is annoying, but workaroundable. Interestingly annoying. Turn. Alright, it'll go to you, Rocco. You're currently grabbed, so you have no movement. If you want to use your action to escape the grab, you're welcome to do so. Another contested brawling roll. Yep. You have a -2 to any attacks against anybody besides her.
Yeah, that's fine. 1 second though. Just double checking something. Okay. I think focus is an action, so I can't really do that. And shoot, correct?
Right. I think you take focus as a move, but you'll have to double check it. Hold on, I can do so.
It says take the focus action as an action. So it doesn't say if it's a move or attack or action.
Bear with me here. Or as a move action, yeah.
Or as a move?
You can take the focus action as an action or as a move action. You select one target of your choice. Until that target is killed, destroyed, you gain bonus.
Yep. Focus on her gets me a +3.
For now.
For now.
The joke there for those watching at home is the perks are being reworked at current. Okay. And then you're going to take a shot?
Yes. Alright, so to do that, do I just click the punch mechanic next to my shotgun?
That's right.
Add
Punch with a shotgun.
modifiers? Well, it is in my hand, so... so I'm just going to add 3 to the roll? Is that...
Yeah, that's exactly how you're supposed to do it. There's also a switch-onable effect for it in your effects options, but that's fine.
Got it.
17, point blank. She is not moving to dodge, even though she does have the option to do so. I just don't see her doing it with the way she's operating. So that'll hit. You'll go ahead and click. There's like a little teardrop or blood drop next to the attack on the chat there. Click that. It'll throw damage. Cool. And then I am going to... Oh, sorry. I apologize. We actually didn't do a very important thing. When you are attacking a target, hover your mouse over the target and then hit T. And then it should put a reticle on it for you. Did it do that, Josh?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I can apply the damage to my champion. It's fine. But in future, targeting it is better. So the champion will take 20 after armor.
So, point of order, I also have in your face, which deals an additional 5 damage.
Okay.
That would be
that should have been put in the when you clicked on damage. It had a modifier bonus, right? Did it bring up the pop-up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. In future,
total mod +0.
Yeah.
Okay.
In future, you're going to change that total mod to 5 if you are applying the in your face.
How do I edit that?
Well, you can't edit it. You can't backtrack, so it's okay. I'll just
No, I know. Oh, I type it in the red area.
When that pop-up comes up, yeah, that's what you're doing. You're going to be putting it in there.
Got it.
So, all right.
Cool.
Hit point damage taken, so it's that plus 5 more. She kind of takes the hit, but doesn't seem to look like a normal person getting shot by a shotgun. It looks more like a person who isn't really in control of their senses and isn't feeling the pain. Might look. Okay, Rocco, done. Go ahead and end your turn.
And how do I click that again?
Up at the top, utility enter.
On the top left.
Ah, got it. I'm there. Where? Come on. Why isn't it not coming up? Clicking on me. Is it because I have her targeted?
I can end your turn if you want. It's fine.
Oh wait, there's a drop.
I already
I
did
found
it.
Yep.
Too late.
Okay.
Switches up. Yeah, you'll
Thank
hover
you.
over it in this drop down up here.
Does anyone in the bar react to the shotgun that just went
So
off? Like,
the shotgun was shot this turn, and it is cycling into the new turn. So they are all kind
Right.
of like gasping and looking at the direction. At first, it was just an altercation. These rounds are like 1.53 seconds, so they are kind of seeing that, and the reactions will happen at the end of this turn, the immediate ones.
got it. So I will look to the bartender and say, shoot the animals, and hopefully we'll both get out alive. And then I'm gonna jump over the counter to here and like kick this table over,
Yeah,
so I have a little bit of like half cover,
light cover for sure.
and then or light cover. And then I'm going to fire my SMG.
Okay. Now, are you going to shoot it auto fire? Zach,
What's that?
are you going to shoot it auto fire?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the plan.
So you should click the auto fire clicker on that. There should be a little.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. And then.
But I haven't selected. How am I supposed to select it? Oh, I need the
Hover.
select tool. You fucking asswipe.
Well, yeah, hover over it and then hit T, and then it'll put the reticle on it. You see the reticle?
No, I do.
Okay.
And then I can.
$19. And again, she's not dodging, so we just need to take a look at the auto fire chart. The way that we can figure that in to determine the DV is you have a target selected. On your weapon, there should be a little ruler. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Did you select it as red?
Can you see that?
I can't see it as you're pulling it up. What is the DV saying?
DV15.
DV15. Okay, cool. So then, yeah, it's going to be a hit, and you hit by 4. And because of the perk that I selected for you, your multiplier on an SMG's auto fire damage is actually a 5. So go ahead and click on the damage result for the auto fire there. And then it should ask you what the auto fire number would be. And just make sure that that's selected as 4.
Wait, do I put the +5 in additional mods?
+5 what?
Or I thought you said the auto fire does more.
Yeah, it has the auto fire rate
Roll it.
in the weapon,
Okay.
but I don't think it auto calculates to like just click the damage and we'll find out.
Yeah, there's an auto fire toggle.
Yeah, so you wanted to
So I
change that
toggled that.
to 5, and yeah, go ahead and do it again, and then toggle it so it says 5 or 4, 4, 4. You only beat it by 4, so try it again.
Oh, I see. The multiplier is what needs to change.
So 4, yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
I'm understanding what the words mean.
It is 1 point lower damage, but it was done correctly. We're just gonna go with that, if that's okay with you. Not gonna fight me over 1 point.
Nope.
And then I'm going to apply that to the individual. They will take 26 points of damage. You can see that blood splatters when it's properly applied and targeted. She is very, 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 very hurt, but still standing.
Cool.
Next up, yeah, end your turn, and then Hatter, you're up.
I don't want to fight.
We are
I got
fighting.
these new arms.
This is
I
what
will-
you've been training for, Hatter. This is what the last 5 weeks or 4 weeks have been about. 3 weeks? How long have you been out? I don't know.
Yeah. Man, I'm moving all the way into here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm targeting this guy right below me to just punch the crap out of with my arms.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Target them first.
Had to.
yes.
And he, from where I am, I'm like just like motioning to like the chip.
We'll get to that. I just want to use the arms first. Okay, target. Oh, God. Man, you just said how to do this, and I am...
Hover over the token
Hover
you want
over
to fight,
top,
and then hit
press-
T on your keyboard.
Okay, there we go. And now I can just punch.
Mm-hmm.
Everything should be good.
Ooh.
Yeah. That definitely would normally hit, but they get to try and evade. We'll see if that works. Probably not.
I was like, if you beat a 29... Wow, well...
Whoa.
Real close. Got real
Yeah.
close.
Jesus.
Like bobs, and like you see it, and you kind of like you're throwing like an uppercut, like hook, and you kind of just shift the fist so it just goes straight across instead of up. Because if you swung up, it would have gone over. Smash in the face, throw the damage. With the little blood drop next to the.
Yep, I'm doing it.
Okay. And I don't believe that these guys have any armor, so that'll go all straight through.
And I get to do it again.
Yeah.
Let me confirm. Not as cool this time.
And attempt to dodge. Yeah, you kind of clock them across the face, and they kind of like quickly shake out of it. And as the next punch is coming in, they're ducking and kind of getting into a boxer stance with the pistol in one hand. Okay, go ahead and end your turn. Vix, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go for this woman. So I click it, and you said there's a T somewhere?
On your keyboard.
Yeah, you type T.
Yeah, you hover over it with your mouse and then hit T on your keyboard. And then it'll target the individual.
Oh.
Little reticle on the sides. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and click on your monowire attack, which should be in your fight tab at the bottom.
Okay.
You click the little fist. Okay. They are going to try to evade. They will fail. Go ahead and throw damage by clicking the little blood drop next to the attack in a text channel. Okay. Apply damage. It auto-calcs. So, yeah, all of the ablation and everything is automatically calculated. You lash them across.
Okay, but
Go ahead.
I get two attacks, right?
Yeah, second attack. Okay. Kind of handling Rocco like a baby doll, even though she's kind of lacerated, shot around, just dodges to the side, and you just narrowly miss the second lash with the whip. Okay. End of your turn. Click on utility, change to end turn. Cammy's like, I'm going to do crazy cool martial arts disarm, but I'm going to take the Rocco out of their hand and shoot them with the Rocco.
My God.
Gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
What are we doing, Cammy? Again, the champion looks like she's pretty beaten the shit out of. It looks like Hatter's alone in the dance floor with three guys who are probably going to turn guns on him. If you want to keep fighting the champion to help Rocco here, you can. But looking at the situation, Hatter is probably the one in more dire circumstances with three in the back. Your call, though. Focus fire is also a smart strat.
Yes. Yeah.
I would assume that these well-built individuals have a good brawling stat.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just rolled with a plus 17 before, if you weren't paying attention, so.
I think what we're gonna do is come in here,
Okay.
target this dude,
All right.
and hit him possibly 3 times with my claws.
Go for it. Make sure you target though, of course, and then I think you were paying attention. So, one attempt to defend. Go ahead for the second one. That'll also be a hit, and then the last one. Okay, go ahead and click damage on all 3 of those simultaneously. The little there's like a little blood drop next to the name of it on in the text portion. Yeah, you'll just go through, click each one of those 3.
So do I need to roll it? It rolls 3 times.
Yeah, you'll click the first one, and then you'll click the second one, and you'll click the third one. Each one individually.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, there's like a little bubble. There's like a little roll damage button on the attack in the text channel. It's best to do it this way so that it's still connected to that attack.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I see.
That one goes through. Go ahead with the second one. And that one goes through. Again, they're not wearing armor. And that one goes through. The one that you're fighting, Rocco, does appear to have skin weave, which is a subdermal armor, but it's not like subdermal plating. It's just like a mesh. Okay. ///. He is still standing, but he is definitely seriously wounded. However, it doesn't appear that matters to him as far as modifiers go. Okay? Actually, no. Sorry. It won't matter to her. It matters to the 3 others, though. Okay. And then that's it for your turn, Cammy? And turn at the top?
Yeah, we'll stay here.
Okay. So, Rocco, I do apologize. There's going to be a little bit of damage here. She is on kind of her last leg here. She's going to take you and slam you through this crystal display here, face first. You're going to take 16 points of damage straight, and it ignores armor.
So I can't do brawling to try and.
No, she is throwing you, and she already has you in a hold. So she just smashes you right through that fucking glass counter. If you'd wanted to escape that from happening, you should have not shot me in the stomach.
Well, yeah, that was my attempt at escape.
Absolutely fine. So yeah, she's gonna just smash you through. You're gonna take that 16 point of damage, and then as a part of her villain kit, she is now using you as a human shield. So if she gets shot at by anybody besides you, she will interpose you to take the damage.
Cool.
Okay. That is the end of hers. It'll go to Akitsu.
Alright.
And the bottom of the initiative is after the last animal, because I believe they were the last on the docket. So then at that point, the crowd will react.
I think Rocco's last on the docket.
I am.
You can see where the line is.
Yeah, I
for
see
the
it
round.
there. Thank you so much.
I got you, buddy.
How do I put damage in?
So just go to your hit points and change it on the left side of the thing.
Okay. I just type in what the new number is.
Yep. When it's direct damage like that, for sure.
Okay. Akitsu is going to stand and very calmly and ladylike walk around the table. And on her way past Toshiro, she's going to have him hand her her gun, which I believe
Senko?
I don't have, yeah. And we will walk to, let's see.
The $10,000 gun, by the way. Amelia would say, she'd be like, "Oh my god," because it's Jinguji also. God, this girl is branded.
Here.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to attack this guy. Do I just select the enemy token and then
Hover over them
What
and then
now?
hit T. Now, who are you targeting here?
Me.
Okay.
that guy?
Yeah. A quick note. It's not Dungeons and Dragons. You can't shoot through your friends. However, because you're adjacent to Vix, I'll say that you can kind of like put your hand over her shoulder and shoot past her. That's fine. But normally,
That's what I was gonna go for.
yeah, absolutely valid.
And then combat.
At the bottom there, at the fight tab, you should see the Senko, and then just click the punch button. If you're wanting to fire at an auto fire, click the auto fire first.
Can I use the combat tab and?
Combat tab.
Yeah,
Up at the top.
can I use that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You won't be able to switch it to auto fire, I don't think.
Then.
Unless it has an auto fire on there, does it?
I don't actually see it in my character sheet unless.
Oh, it's on your person. It's not equipped. Okay, I see. Hold on, I can help.
Oh.
I can help. You click on gear.
You have to click the actual like thing. It says owned.
Now
if you
it's
click
equipped.
owned on the thing, it'll be equipped, or it'll go
Or
from
I just
owned
got-
to carried.
My DM
Carry
do
to
that.
equip.
So
Yeah.
then I select auto,
There you go. I'll just have other people
And
do that
then-
for me.
and then we punch.
It's always an option.
Yeah, it should have an auto fire option if you're shooting it that way.
And then just confirm, right?
No bonuses.
Okay.
Okay, and then distance-wise, there should. Oh, this is in your character sheet. I'll handle it. Hold on.
Mhm.
But
That's my character sheet.
hold on, I see. Yep. So DV17, you beat it by 1. So it'll be ×1 damage on it. So go ahead and click the damage roll,
Okay.
which is on the text bubble there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you folks are having trouble getting to your character sheets and need to get to them quick, you can just double click your token. Pops right up. Okay. So that shot will go in. Doesn't look like they have any armor of any kind, so they take it.
Okay.
And that's your turn.
I
Toshiro
think so.
will-
I'm trying to. How do I read these perks? Do I just have to like click on it?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
click on
click
it and it'll bring it up as a pop-up.
To attack by.
Toshiro moves up and will kind of guard his charge. Lady across the way is currently disabling the camera system and also proximity alerts. She's still scanning for the other individual as well, and that is her turn. And Mifune is still not doing anything current. So you'll need to end your turn up at the top. Utility end turn.
Yep. Sorry.
No worries. Then it'll go to the bruisers. I am gonna punch you back with my gorilla arms. How about that?
Good.
Go ahead with the evasion roll. Probably gonna not work. And then next one,
If you roll like crap,
that might work. Go ahead for the second evasion. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Apparently he's bobbing, he's weaving, he's ducking, he's jiving, he's doing all the things he needs to do. He has been practicing. This guy is gonna punch
Damn,
with
this 3
his
weeks really.
gorilla arms at Cammy. So 2 attacks. Here you go for the first one. And here you go for the second one. Evade for the first
oh
one.
my!
Evade for the second one. Okay. So absolutely no hits in. This last
I
one.
would like the move.
Oh yeah, if you have a reaction. An interrupt, sure.
Wait. Why is it? Oh, I have. I don't understand what it means.
What?
I should have. Since I dodged 2, I should have 4 meters of movement.
Okay. So then move.
That looks weird.
4 meters is 2 squares. Yeah. Okay, and then this last bruiser is going to take a pistol and shoot it at Cammy. So go ahead and give me a. Hold on. Target. Another evasion roll, please. Miss.
No. Oop.
Oh, I get 2 shots with this. It's a heavy. Okay, so go ahead and give me
okay.
1 more evasion roll. Sorry to be difficult. Bad roll.
No.
A good roll. So you can move again. And that's not once per round, right? On the perk.
Let me check. Let me check. Gear. It shouldn't be, but we'll see.
I don't think it is.
No, doesn't
Okay.
look like it.
Cool. That's that. I will end the turn for
No.
animal. And then, oh, hold on. I know how to do this here. Got it. Rocco, you're up.
What?
You know, if we gotta press the end turn thing, I feel like
Coming at you with both barrels, buddy.
it's exactly the response
So anyway,
I expected.
I started blasting.
Oh yeah, shotgun one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get a additional plus because of my whatchamacallit, tunnel vision. So it will be a 4 now.
Okay, she is going to try to evade this one.
So where do I type this one in now? Because
No.
this one's different from the other one.
When you click the attack, it'll bring up a pop-up.
Additional mods, there it is. Yeah, I'm looking at the pop-up. I'm just trying to figure out where I put the thing.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Gonna be a failure on my part, dodging lives. Okay, go ahead and give me damage. And is this a Militech Crusher you're shooting?
No.
No. Go ahead and click the damage. Pop-up shotgun. Okay. It's firing slugs or shells.
Slugs.
Okay. If they weren't brain-dead zombies, they probably wouldn't even try to dodge. That's gonna go ahead and kill her.
Cool. Oh, I didn't do the T. Apologies.
No worries. I knew how much health she had left, it's totally fine. So yeah, you blow a hole through her, and she kind of falls to the ground.
Cool.
You are now free to move.
By the way, first hit on Rocco ever. I survived Rhea with them. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be hitting you a lot more in the future.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I said the gig's over. So I'm moving over here.
Like crazily, I'm gonna be hitting you right now.
Yeah.
You done?
Let's see here. I'm moving closer to the group. I just want to kind of see the entrance.
Sure. That's it for you, though, right?
That's it for me.
Okay, Switch and Rocco, you're the only two that are currently in the pathing. Go ahead and give me an evasion roll.
Hooray.
Jesus.
But you're good. Rocco, you're not. So people start rushing from the bar in kind of a running fashion, and as they do so, they kind of move in a very large pack in unison. Actually, this guy stays with his new loyal friend, and they all kind of rush out in a uniform fashion, moving out to the open and then moving through the main doors. Rocco, you're unable to kind of get out of the way of their movements and are hit a couple of times. Go ahead and roll me 3d6.
12.
Okay. What's your armor rating?
Armor is a 12.
You're good. Yeah, it bangs you up a bit and like kind of bounces you around, but your armor managed to keep your internals intact, and you're not knocked over because you didn't take any damage. What you'll notice too is these people in the back corner, the 6th Street gangers, are pulling out assault rifles and are kind of training on everybody. And they say, "You fucking mocks, we're getting out of here. We don't even need to fucking be here. Let us go." And Prima's like, "There's the fucking door." But if anybody else wants to chime in,
Leave?
the 6th Street gangers, these guys in the back corner.
Nobody fucking wanted you here anyway. Get out.
Okay, we will. We'll take our time about it. And Bernice and Bobby go under the table.
They go down. Yeah.
The security officer stands up, and these scabbers would have also been moving. Sorry, would have been the first ones out. It seems like they're just clearing the space. Okay, that is
Does
that.
the bartender shoot?
No. It's only the
Damn
shotgun.
it. He grabbed that gun for nothing.
Yeah, he's
For
a bit
himself.
of he's a bit of a survivalist in that he is a coward. Yeah.
Sometimes the best defense is some offense.
It's a Tektronica shotgun. It would basically have shot everybody within 3 squares of him, which would have been your team and her boyfriend. So he's not shooting the shotgun unless anybody comes around the corner ever again. Okay, it goes to the top. It's switch. And I know that we're kind of used to seeing like an X on somebody. Instead, it's the little dead symbol in the top corner.
Dead thing, yeah. So I want to get up a little bit further here. And then from here, can I get an angle on him?
No, Cammy's in the way.
Okay. Actually,
The one
then
to the south already took some damage.
I'm gonna go here instead. This is the better stop. Knowing I can't get an angle on this bruiser.
Go for this one then.
Going for this one here.
Yeah. Okay.
23 hits.
They have evasion. Oh wait, no, they don't have evasion. Okay. That'll it. And I believe you're at what, DV 17?
Yeah.
So it's going to be hit by 5. So when you bring up your auto modifier, just make sure you notate it. Also, keep track of your ammo. I don't know if auto fire fully bleeds out the 10.
It does.
Okay, cool. Okay.
You got 10 out of 30 right now, so I'm gonna have to reload next round.
That will, like, you just with the Yukamara, which is kind of like a handheld SMG, and you'll cut through him. He's down.
Yeah, I didn't walk in with the big guns.
No, for sure. Just the pistols. Okay. Next up, if you'll end your turn. Hatter, you're up.
There.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm just gonna switch to kicking this guy with the Talon feet this time.
Okay.
Since they're not wearing armor. Let's go. It's still targeted, right? Yeah. There it is. Yes. First one. Do you want me to do both at the same time, or
Yeah, that's
you in
fine.
between?
You can do both.
Okay. Oh. Well, okay.
We'll definitely hit with the first one.
Get you one. Damage.
1 second here. Hold on. Bear with me.
Yep, you're good.
I just noticed something about you that was done incorrectly in build.
I was about to say this ain't my fault for once.
Because you deal an additional 1d6 with your feet, right?
I do sting like a bee.
I'm taking your talon feet off. I am then adjusting the damage in them.
Out of curiosity, how much is the damage supposed to be now?
2d6.
2d6.
Okay, because mine doesn't have that either now.
Epic. Okay. No.
I was just thinking about that, like, why? I thought I did more damage.
And since you're not going to use your
Now am I good to hit damage?
no, I just try to put your other... I try to put your feet on both on the same leg. Ah! Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Should work. But it'll
Let's
probably
see.
roll on these. Oh, there we go. Cool.
Oh.
Alright.
It's not great.
It's,
Yeah.
you just do the
Well, I'll also use the Sandy and
Okay.
take 1d6 humanity
Okay.
to tell Cammy to do a good job and get an extra action next turn.
Yep, if you
with
use
Dead
it
or
for an
Alive.
attack, you only get one attack rate of fire. You do not gain your full itinerary of rate of fire on extra action.
An extra attack, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 humanity for that. Ooh.
Yep. Cool.
3 with perks. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Don't you have one perk that minuses that by 1?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Next up, then, get to end your turn.
Oh, yep. Sorry, I
Fixes
was
up.
trying to do the humanity thing.
It's okay. We're learning. We're getting used to the system. Once we got it mastered, it's going to be great. Vic says what? Wait, you're shooting the girl. Okay, cool. I see you're targeted. Cool. She doesn't have a auto dodge, so I think that's a hit because you're in range. So that's also the same number. So I think we're good. Just to be sure. Yeah, DV was 15. So go ahead and give me the damage on those twice. One more time. Okay. She looks like she's pretty well wounded, but she's not dead yet. Next up is, if you end your turn, if you have any movement. Up at the top, there'll be a utility tab, and if you bring that tab open, there should be an end your turn option.
No, I'm trying to move. Okay, there we go. There.
Alright. Cool. Cammy.
Yay.
An extra attack.
Do we need to fix mine?
You're not using your talon feet, are you?
My rippers get the same thing, I believe. They're medium.
Yeah. Light or medium. Cool.
Yeah.
Give myself a medium.
Why you?
He sounds so defeated.
For my sanity, can you just kill it with something else? Like, you have martial arts, please.
I mean, I can hit. I'll just not do the extra right now.
That's fine. Yeah, it took a second to fix his, and I don't.
You're good. So, for now, we'll throw 2 at this guy and see how much that does.
On the damage, go ahead and add a +3 to both of them. But if they hit, let's see if he evades. No. Just add +3 to your damage. That'll make a square.
Where?
If you click on the
additional
damage,
mod? Okay.
it'll bring up, yeah.
3. Cool. Good work.
Where'd your token go?
Where'd my token?
Is my token on top? Nope, it doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay.
My token disappeared.
Wild.
Um,
You hit delete at any point?
no.
Crazy.
Okay. Get back here. Okay.
Okay. And
Uh,
then
So, is he doing all right still?
so you hit him twice. I'm still applying. Sorry. He's pretty fucked up. He's not dead yet, though. He's got a very small little bit of left.
Okay, so we'll hit one more time on him, and then one more, and I'll hit the extra on the other person.
Okay.
If I, ooh. Maybe I'll just hit him.
He dodges.
Yeah. Okay, so last bonus hit on him. Cool.
He fails to dodge. Do the damage.
Bonus 32. No. Extra 3. Motherfucker. I literally can't clear this. What the fuck?
Close it. Bring it back up.
Oh, nope, we got it. We figured it out.
Okay. He dies.
Woo! I believe that's all I can do.
Yep. End your turn.
Where's my utility? Why can't I end turn? I can't end turn.
I have moved you on. This one's dead. Akitsu, you're up.
Okay. You said previously that Arasaka has some interest in Bernice, correct?
Yeah, she is hiding under the table with him. But again, it's not an interest where it's like detain. It's more of an interest of like this person is someone to be watching kind of situation. Don't tap the glass, I guess, is the best way to kind of describe what I mean by that.
Yeah. I just want to make sure because I remember you
Yep.
saying something about it. All right, I am just going to aim and shoot, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Same person. But I believe I am still targeting.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have aim. Please, yes. I can't do aim and auto fire.
No, absolutely not.
What is the difference between them? Sorry.
Auto fire, you're shooting 10 rounds down the chamber and doing a multiplier on damage, which basically, with no armor, it's going to obliterate them if you get a good over their. If your hit is higher than their target number. An aim shot's going to be a -8 to your attack roll, and if it hits, it doubles the damage.
Okay, then we will do the auto then. Alright.
I got the same message from you. Oh no, yeah. Two different messages, actually. I thought they were both going to be the Sting Like a Bee discourse. Your humanity, got it?
Yeah, it's a little funky at the moment.
Sure.
I'm assuming a 21 hits.
It sure does. And then what we can do is we select your auto fire state there and drag over. We know the DV is a 17, which means you hit by 4 over the DV. So the Senko, I think, is a standard SMG. It has auto fire 3. So when you click the damage, you're going to change the auto fire multiplier to 3. Okay?
Okay.
And then you'll hit OK, and then that should throw the damage for you. 2d6 times 3.
Does it? I don't think it's letting me change that.
Did you click the little damage bubble here on the text side?
Yeah, the little. You're talking about the blood drop?
Yeah.
Yep, and it brings up a.
It says
a
auto
menu.
fire, and then it says multiplier 1 through 3, and if you click on that that 1 there, you can type in there.
It's
grayed out. It looks
oh
like
my
you
gosh!
can.
It doesn't let you use the number block. That's why.
Okay.
Okay. I always use my number
Sideboard.
pad.
Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense. I don't know why it's not letting you, but That's
I
one
don't know. I can't
peculiarity.
confirm.
I did that same thing last turn. Like, nope, let me try this one.
So basically, to finish off the fight, because it's going to go through the animals, then Rocco, you're going to be kind of like gauging the situation. I'm just going to explain it narratively and close it out. You kind of walk over, clutch in one hand, Senko in the other, and just shoot through this animal, and she falls to the ground like bloody and bleeding all over the place. Perfect holes kind of slamming into her, and she falls to the ground very kind of like it's almost elegant. Her demise between the two Moxes, and once she hits the ground, you can hear the loud footsteps of what sounds like the Arasaka team you called in coming in after Rocco, who's able to kind of get and move aside. And when they come in, they go straight for the security detail, and they basically just start breaking this place down. Um, the Mox are kind of like fuck, and the Sixth Street gangers are like fuck, and everybody's kind of like in a state of we need to get out of here because Arasaka security details on site uh, typically don't want to be around for that, and a lot of the people who were rushing up the stairs may have been kind of shot or pushed out of the way as they were descending down. You'll see that this Arasaka team is led by Captain Kojima, who is kind of an old surly veteran on security details as far as Arasaka goes. He doesn't look to you as if he recognizes you, but he kind of goes through this situation and will detain all of the individuals that are on the security detail that weren't a member of like the animal crew. They seem to do that while they're missing everybody, or they're missing the one guy. And Akito, you get a message from Kumiko, and she says, "The last guy is in the bathroom taking a shit." She says with like the most annoyed sounding voice you've heard from her ever.
God.
And you send one of the boys in
Fucking-
after him.
We can do so. And I will turn to Hatter and say, the last of our contingency, or their contingency, is in the bathroom, men's bathroom. If you would try to bring him in alive, that would be very much appreciated.
And I would kind of turn to Switch, who I would assume is in charge from how they've been acting, and say, "Can you go get them?"
Yeah. So Rocco, Cammy, or Switch. They're passing the buck. Go get the shitter.
Yeah. Where's the bathroom?
Yeah, across the dance hall, you'll see that there are two bathrooms on
Got
the
it. I
inside.
see it now. I see it now.
Yeah, they are gendered bathrooms, which again, it's kind of hit or miss as to what it's going to be. This is an older looking building, so your presumption is that they just suck. But when you go in, it does look like they've been kind of modified to kind of facilitate both. But you go into the men's, and in the back stall, you would see a guy who has curled over, sitting on the toilet seat, and is kind of shivering, pants around his ankles, just absolutely just having the worst night of his life.
He got the clam debt.
Do you select him for detainment or choose a different choice?
I think
The tough choices come to you, Zach.
I know what we were told to do, but I'm pretty sure Switch would unload that last clip of 10 bullets right into him.
Yeah. You do so. Everyone in the dance hall can just barely make out the sound of gunfire. The security team comes out to the main area. They look to Akitsu, Kojima, who Hatter you recognize. This is the security officer who took Cryptid into custody that one time back in the ranch. And he looks at Akitsu and says, Danger Gal Operations, you were allowed to call in. Thank you so much for calling out and reaching out to us. We have our individuals detained. I'm sure you're going to want to sit in on the questioning, or is this not of your concern in your investigation?
You're correct. I would like to.
Of course, I will make sure Dojikiri is aware of the request, and he will decide whether or not he will allow an outsider to sit in. Kind of looking around at everybody. There's like this very strange power play going on that nobody really understands, and whatever he said like seems to cause Akitsu to just kind of like become more focused. What do you say in response, or like what? How do you feel in response?
My deepest gratitude. Thank you.
Kojima will walk out. His crew has the individuals detained. And yeah, like definitely a strange scene to watch. But with those individuals detained and their formalities aside, payments are sent out, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
And business here is concluded. Kumiko
Marco walks back over to the counter, finishes his drink.
Kumiko will actually hollow message Switch. What was going on back there? She would ask in your hollow.
He was exactly what you said, and when he gave me a look, I took care of him. His
Good enough.
body's back there if someone wants to clean it up.
No, I suppose we'll leave that for staff. Thank you. I appreciate your willingness to jump forward to things. Is it okay if I put your contact information in Miss Kaneko's Rolodex?
Always.
We may have
Thank
work
you.
for you soon. Thank you. Um, everybody was passing the buck, and Kumiko likes people who move forward. So that's where we'll end it for tonight, I think. Thanks for watching those that did. We're going to go ahead and end the stream, and we will see you, I think, the next time we do a Cyberpunk will be Sunday. We'll be doing another pickup game. So keep an eye out for that. See you then.